Team Korea went beyond the group stage for the first time in 12 years at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. This gave encouragement to many fans watching the matches at home and in streets around the country. For News In Depth this week, our reporter Lee Shi-hoo joins me in the studio to talk more about the World Cup fever in South Korea. Welcome, Shi-hoo.
Great to be here, Mokyeon.
So, Shi-hoo, you've been following news stories on the World Cup for the past few weeks now. What caught your attention the most?
Right, Mokyeon. Over the past weeks, I was moved by the public's passion in cheering for Team Korea during this World Cup. In fact, the athletes say that because of such high level of support, they were able to achieve such an accomplishment. Let's take a listen.
For the first time in 12 years, South Korea made it to the World Cup round of 16. The Taeguk Warriors, upon their return to Korea, said that behind the success was the people of South Korea cheering them on.
또 많은 국민분들, 또 축구를 좋아하시는 팬분들의 응원 덕분에 저희가 16강이라는 큰 업적을 세운 것 같습니다.
또 이렇게 많은 팬분들이 응원해 주시는 부분에서 저희 선수들이 힘을 많이 얻었고 그때 당시에 너무 기뻤던 것 같아요.
Often leading the cheers are the members of the Red Devils, the official supporter group of the national football team. Despite this World Cup being held in winter for the first time in history, the Red Devils held outdoor cheering events at squares and streets around South Korea and at Korean communities overseas. The largest number of fans gathered at Gwanghwamun Square in central Seoul. Originally, the event at the square was going to be cancelled following the tragic crowd crush in Itaewon in late October. But Seoul City later approved the Red Devils' request to hold the public cheering event on the condition that they follow safety prevention measures. And the cheering continued rain or shine and even snow.
Events like the World Cup make us feel the proudest when we see the players' never say die attitude. When they keep going, win, lose or draw, it makes us think to ourselves, this is what we came for.
Although South Korea failed to move on to the next round, the World Cup isn't over, so I hope the people in South Korea enjoy the rest of the World Cup period.
Their support did not end when South Korea's journey at the World Cup finished. Hundreds of fans came to give the team a hero's welcome at the airport when they arrived back home. The Red Devils will continue to cheer on Team Korea at their next match, possibly in the spring of 2023.
Wow, so much energy I could feel. So, Shi-hoo, you made this package out there at the Gwanghwamun Square yourself. How was the atmosphere there?
Yes, Mokyeon, as many of us would know, all of the games were held in the wee hours here in Korea. The matches were held at 10 p.m., midnight, and even at 4 a.m. But despite this, there were still tens of thousands of people out there cheering at the square. And what's more, the weather was quite harsh, as you saw in my report. It rained heavily on the night of the second group match, and during the last game between South Korea and Brazil, it even snowed, with temperatures dropping to -3 degrees. Because of the harsh weather, the city and the Red Devils set up heated shelters to prevent hypothermia. They also made sure to dispatch enough safety personnel, clear passageways, and disperse the crowd to prevent safety incidents.
Right, that's good to hear. So, like you said, regardless of the very cold weather and the very early hours, I hear that the cheers of our fans were very loud.
It was 2002 all over again. Even hours before the kickoff, people were singing the Red Devils' signature cheer songs made just for the World Cup. And it wasn't only Gwanghwamun Square that was filled with iconic songs and chants, but also the stadiums in Qatar, with traveling fans making their voices heard. So much so that Team Korea's matches recorded the highest level of noise in stadiums, according to FIFA reports.
Wow. So, Shi-hoo, now I'm curious, who exactly are these Red Devils who are leading this cheers, and what makes them so passionate?
Well, anyone who supports Team Korea is considered a Red Devil, but the official members of the Red Devil supporters group are mostly the fans of the domestic K-League. When Team Korea isn't playing, the Red Devils support their local teams. And half of Team Korea's players at this World Cup play in the K-League too, so there was a special camaraderie between the fans and the players.
Right, so there's already history on that front. Shi-hoo, thank you so much for your report today. I will look forward to more of these fun stories talking with you in the studio.
Thank you, Mokyeon.